Jill Duggar is one member of the Duggar news family that most people are fond of. While many of the members resorted to staying mum when Josh Duggar's scandals and crimes came into the limelight, Jill and a couple of her sisters spoke up. It wasn't easy for them, but they received a lot of support and praise for raising their voices and accepting their uncomfortable truth. Over the years, Jill has always made headlines for her strained relationship with her parents and her redefinition of religion. But she also uses social media to update her everyday life. In her new posts, she shared some concerns as a tornado surrounded her place of residence. So, are Jill and her family safe? What did she say in her post, Duggar News? Jill is still working on her strained bonds with parents. Over the years, Jill Duggar has gained much love and appreciation for sharing unfiltered thoughts and opinions about her toxic childhood. Duggar News followers recognize it and often support her. In a new statement, the star confirmed that she is still in the rebuilding phase with her parents. She is trying to build her bond with Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. However, Jill is doing so with boundaries. She has discussed this and also addressed her strained bonds with parents multiple times through podcasts, the Shiny Happy People documentary, and social media posts. However, in a new update on Instagram, Jill informed viewers about something very different. Tornadoes hit the area where her home is. Is her family safe now? Duggar News. Jill reveals how she protected her family from tornadoes. Are they safe now? The first half of the year was a bit devastating for Jill Duggar. That's because she announced she lost her baby girl due to stillbirth. So Duggar News followers saw how hard it was for her to overcome such a massive loss. Her social media had also become a bit too depressing. Well, Jill shared yet another update about her family that worried viewers. It turns out Jill's family lives in an area that falls on the border of Arkansas and Oklahoma. The place was recently hit by tornadoes. So, in order to keep herself and her family safe, she took measures. Jill shared pictures of taking shelter from the natural calamity in her own home. She did so by hiding with her kids in the closet and wearing bike helmets for protection. Jill also made an adorable Instagram post, holding on to some snacks while saying that feeding on them helped release stress. She included pictures of her kids in adorable little helmets, too. The celeb informed everyone that her husband Derek also took shelter in his place of work and returned home safely after the tornado warning was over. It turns out Jill's family is safe and sound. People appreciated her efforts to raise awareness about the same on her social media handle. They were glad her family was away from danger. Duggar News. Jill Duggar took measures to protect her family amidst tornado warnings. Are they safe? When it comes to family, Jill Duggar Dillard is known for her unwavering dedication and resilience. As one of the members of the famously large Duggar family, Jill has grown up in the public eye, learning to navigate the challenges of fame while also building a life with her husband, Derek Dillard, and their children. Recently, Jill's protective instincts were put to the test when her family faced an unexpected natural disaster. A tornado warning sent shockwaves through her local community, but Jill, ever vigilant, took swift measures to protect her family. As we dive into the details of this intense situation, let's look at the steps Jill took to keep her loved ones safe, the emotional toll these events had on her, and how the experience reflects her commitment to creating a safe environment for her family. The warning that set everything in motion. Living in Arkansas, tornado warnings aren't entirely unusual for Jill and her family. Tornadoes are a known threat in several Midwestern and Southern states, and Jill has seen her share of storm watches and warnings. Yet each warning still brings with it an inevitable pang of worry. This time, it was no different. The warning, however, came during a particularly vulnerable moment for Jill's family as they were spending a peaceful day at home. The weather outside started to shift, clouds began to darken, and the wind picked up in an unsettling way. Jill checked her phone and saw a tornado warning alert flash across the screen, signaling that it was time to take action. Knowing that these moments could be critical, Jill instantly switched gears. Ready to implement the safety plan, she prepared for situations like this. Preparedness is key. Jill's storm safety plan for Jill. Being prepared for emergencies is second nature. Growing up in a family of 19 children, the Duggars learned early on that they needed to stay organized and plan for every possibility. Over the years, Jill has made her own family safety routines, adapting her upbringing to fit her life as a wife and mother of 3. She keeps a designated emergency kit in her home, stocked with essentials like flashlights, batteries, first aid supplies, and even some comfort items for the kids. As the tornado alert sounded, Jill quickly gathered her children and made sure each child knew the plan. Safety drills were something she and Derek had practiced with the kids, explaining what to do in case of an emergency. Knowing how frightening these situations can be, Jill has also tried to balance teaching preparedness with maintaining a sense of calm for her children. This time, her efforts paid off. Despite the worry in her voice, her children followed her instructions, allowing her to focus on getting everyone to safety. Heading to the safe room. Many homes in tornado-prone areas have designated safe rooms, and Jill's family is no exception. The safe room in their home is an interior room without windows, usually a basement or bathroom that provides additional protection from winds and flying debris. For Jill, the safe room has become a familiar retreat during stormy seasons, and she knew they'd be well protected there. Once inside, she took care to close and lock the door, ensuring they were sheltered in the most secure part of the house. To keep her children calm, Jill had them sit close to her while they waited, sharing reassuring words and prayers with them. The love and comfort she provided seemed to ease their worries, a testament to Jill's ability to create a safe, nurturing environment even in the face of danger. Riding out the storm. The waiting period was tense, with each minute feeling like an hour as they listened to the unsettling sounds outside. Jill later shared with followers that she could hear the winds howling, punctuated by sharp, eerie creaks of trees swaying and the occasional sound of debris being tossed around outside. Her heart pounded, but she kept her composure, speaking softly to her children to keep them from feeling too frightened. Meanwhile, Derek was in constant communication with Jill via text message, as he was away from home when the warning was issued. His messages provided her with updates on the storm's movement and reassurance that he was doing everything he could to stay safe and return to them as soon as possible. Jill's calmness was not only for her kids, but for Derek as well, as they each tried to comfort one another over the distance. Reconnecting and reassessing. The aftermath. When the tornado finally passed, Jill waited for an official all clear before emerging from the safe room with her children. Outside, the storm had left its mark. Fallen branches and scattered debris littered their yard, a stark reminder of the storm's power. However, Jill was grateful that their home and her family were intact. For Jill and Derek, the most important takeaway was that everyone was safe, and the emergency measures had worked exactly as planned. After taking a few moments to decompress, Jill and Derek discussed the situation with their children, reassuring them that everything was okay and helping them process any lingering fear. As a family, they took stock of what went well and what could be improved in case of future storms. This reflection showed the couple's commitment to always being prepared and learning from each experience, a value they strive to instill in their children as well. A mother's perspective, protecting her family at all costs. For Jill, the experience of protecting her children through a tornado warning reinforced her role as a guardian and guide. Motherhood for her isn't just about nurturing and caring, but also about standing firm in the face of adversity, ready to do whatever it takes to shield her family from harm. It's clear that Jill has a fierce, unwavering love for her children and a dedication to their well-being that guides her through moments like these. Over the years, fans have watched Jill transition from the young girl on *19 kids and counting to a devoted wife and mother. She's faced her share of challenges, but moments like these reveal her strength and resilience. Her priority remains the same: creating a safe, loving environment for her children where they can thrive, no matter the circumstances. How Jill's community responded. News of the tornado warning and Jill's quick actions spread quickly among fans and followers. Her social media was filled with messages of relief, encouragement, and admiration for her bravery. Many parents commented on how relatable Jill's actions were, expressing their own worries about protecting their families during natural disasters. Through her openness, Jill has built a community that not only supports her but looks to her as an example of strength and preparedness. Fans who have followed Jill's journey from reality television to her current life see her as someone who has grown and evolved, often making difficult choices to prioritize her family's safety and happiness. Moments like these remind us that even public figures like Jill face the same fears and responsibilities that come with parenting. Lessons in resilience and love. Jill Duggar's response to the tornado warning is a testament to the powerful love and resilience that defines her family. In the face of fear, she managed to keep her family safe, calm, and secure, a true testament to her dedication as a mother and her ability to handle even the most daunting challenges with grace. Though this incident may have been frightening, it only served to strengthen Jill's commitment to always put her family first, making sure they are safe, loved, and ready to face whatever may come their way. With each new experience, Jill Duggar continues to show that, for her, family is everything. If you are looking for more Duggar family news, stay tuned by subscribing to this channel for all your updates.